nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited
Hello,
patiently.
good day.
I have
I am Uncle
known
V.
so I
Hope you're
believe.
good.
I know I
I am
can
here to
by
share with you
faith
how my
sustain.
parents helped me in
For the
succeeding
champion,
academically.
for the
About a
champion
week
must
ago, I
stand.
graduated as a first class student
Made of
from the University of Ibadan, and my parents is one. My parents are one of the important factors that made me to succeed in that arena. So, what are the things my parents did? Number one, they communicated their expectancy to me while I was going to school. They made me to understand that even if you are not the best, you have to be one of the best. So that stuck to my mind and I kept on working towards it. Oh boy, you have to be one of the best, even not if not the best. So they communicated this to me while I was going, and they also did this while I was right there on campus. My mom would call me, ask about my academics, and still tell me move on. My dad would call me and say, "Oh, Eniola, continue blazing trails." This was so much of an encouragement for me, and this really stuck to my psychology. So, and that kept on moving me. One thing I have to say to parents and to teachers and to teenage coaches at this point is there is power in words. Words create. Words could create intelligence in your children. Learn to tell your children that they are brilliant. Tell them they are intelligent. Tell them how much they could make it. Tell them that even if it looks like they are not even if it looks like they are not the best in the class, they could still work towards being the best, putting in mind that children are seeds, and seeds have different times of germination. That you find out that your neighbor's child is blazing trails in his or her academics, and your own child is still a bit low. Yeah, they could, with other factors constant, but you need to understand so that you do not tag your child as a failure. You need to understand that every seed have different times of germination, and sure your child would also succeed. So learn to believe in the fact that they can actually succeed. Number two, my parents motivated me even in terms of failure. You might have your own way of motivating your children. That's good, in as much as it's towards success. So they motivated me even in terms of failure. The end result is what everybody see, that I actually graduated with a first class from the University of Ibadan. Not many people know the side that I also dropped from a first class to a second class upper when I was in my penultimate year, my 300 level. Oh, it was so disheartening. I was so afraid to call my parents to make them understand that, oh, I've dropped. Oh, it looks like your expectation over me has dropped. But I summoned my courage one fateful evening and I called my mom to tell her how that I have failed. To me, it was like a failure. But what was her response? She said, "Eniola, you have only made a mistake. You can still make it." Wow. My dad said the same thing. That was such a great relief. You need to come and see the joy that clouded my heart and my mind. So what do I have to do? They have already given me an encouragement, and the place where I'd expected the highest form of bashing and the form of insult has turned to be a beacon of hope. Then what do I need to do? I need to just keep on moving the cheese. Winston Churchill says, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." So you need to make your children understand that even when they when it looks like they have dropped, or it looks like they've been degraded, you need to make them understand that they can still make it. My parents could have told me how much of a failure I am They could have told me how much I could not make it and how unserious I was. Sometimes it could be the children's fault, but you still need to make them understand that you still trust them and they can still make it. Motivate your children even in times of failure. My parents did this and see how it has turned out. The third thing my parents did for me was they prayed for me. Make your children understand the importance of the supreme being when it comes to success. They made me understand that without God there is no success. So they prayed for me and they continually communicated to me that they were praying for me. Why were they communicating to me? They were communicating to me to make me understand that I need to work hard. Hard work plus prayer brings a complete success. So it made me understand that with my own hard work added to their own prayer will yield in folds. So as they continually communicated that they were praying for me, I need to do my own bit, do my own part to make sure that I do not disappoint God and I do not disappoint them. This you need to understand as a parent. Do not only pray for your children, do not only wish them well, make them understand their own part that they are supposed to play. Wow, I won't end this without saying thank you, Pastor and Deaconess J. Bankole. Thank you for helping me scale through this hurdle. Now, to every parent out there, please take note of the things that I've shared. This might be a reminder or a commendation to someone who is already doing this. Keep it up. Motivate your child, communicate your expectancy, and pray for them. Thank you. I remain Uncle B. Do like and subscribe to this channel.